Hey everybody, and welcome back to Autumn Leigh at Home. I'm Autumn Leigh. Today we are going to make a trip to Sam's Club. It's been 2 or 3 months since I've had a big, large Sam's haul where I gather all the things that I need. So today we get to do that. It is a little dreary outside, but that's okay. I'm hoping the rain will move out by the time we get back outside. So follow along with me and we'll go ahead and get started. On days that I go to Sam's Club, I usually try to use that day as a special day to have a lunch date with my little girl. She's 2 years old and I'm really enjoying this time that I get to spend with her. So we usually try to make it a very special time where we get to go in and enjoy ices and pizza together and just have that one-on-one time together, which is really special. We normally make a Sam's trip or a Sam's haul every 2 to 3 months. This time I believe I went a little bit longer after going back and looking at the video footage from our last Sam's haul back in January. I went more closer to 4 months, which is understandable considering I ended up having to do a very small run to Sam's to get toilet paper a different day. So today we are playing catch up a little bit. With this being said, I have tried to limit the number of stores that I go to just for efficiency purposes, as well as it's one of those where as a stay-at-home mom, you want to try to make as much savings as possible and save as much money as you can when shopping. So with that being said, there are many other stores that have different deals and different sales. However, you start running into, if I go to one store to get maybe 2 or 3 items on sale, go to another for 2 or 3 items, it just ends up being a lot of running around. And then are you really saving money? Because not only do you have the effort and the time put into that effort of running to the different stores, but you also have the gas. Trying to make it as efficient as possible is very important to me, because as much as I would love to save money running to different stores, it ends up not really helping out a whole lot to do that. So making sure that I utilize the stores that help me the most with saving money, as well as getting the most out of a store to make it worth my while to stop there. So Sam's and Aldi, I would say, are 2 of my primary stores. There are a couple of other places that I do run to try to go get a couple of things here and there. I tried a new one recently called Wise Buys, which I am still on the fence on whether it's worth it for me or not. So it may take another couple tries of getting to know the store to make that decision of whether it's worth one that I can go to frequently or not. Another reason that I primarily shop at Aldi and Sam's is because we are an ingredient family, and I explain this a little bit more in depth a little further into the video as well. However, this is something that it's just a way for us to save money. There are multiple reasons why we kind of are an ingredient family. So Sam's and Aldi are a way for us to get ingredients such as spices, flour, sugar, all those different ingredients, butter, in bulk, and be able to buy them in large quantities because I cook a lot from ingredients. Some of the perks of being an ingredient family are that we use far less trash, which that is actually one that I would say largely surprised me. I was not expecting that one. That was one that we noticed after doing this more and more. And we didn't do this overnight. I did not become an ingredient family overnight, and it wasn't on purpose necessarily. I didn't sit down and say, I'm going to only cook from ingredients, because I'm not against buying things that are pre-made. We still do that on occasion. It's just one of those that we knew it saved us money. I wanted to be able to cook for my family healthier meals than always doing pre-made stuff, because that way you know exactly what's in it and the ingredients are a lot more clear cut. However, not only is it healthy, but again, we noticed that trash decrease, which was crazy. We honestly, at the very least, I think we cut our trash in half, which was such a surprise and such a big difference that it made it that much more noticeable. And then by doing and cooking from ingredients, it saves us a lot of money, because you don't realize how much items or how many items that you buy that you're buying for the marketing of that item because it's a brand name, as well as the prepackaged item. And by buying ingredients, you're not having to pay that extra money for that marketing. So we made it back in the car. It definitely did not stop raining. As you can see right there, it's still raining pretty hard. I was hoping it would be over by now, but that's okay. I still got pretty wet trying to get into the car with all of the stuff and Lucy. But that's okay. We made it. And I will say I was a little disappointed today. They didn't have a lot of the items that I was hoping to find. I definitely found most of what was on my list, but one of the items I really was looking forward to getting was a thing of shelves, a metal shelving unit that I was looking at, and I've been looking at for months, and I finally went ahead and decided to get it. And the one day that I come, somebody came and bought 5 of them yesterday and bought all of the rest of them. So unfortunately, we will have to save that for a different day, but that is okay. We will come back a different day and I will get those, and I may make that a separate video because I may use those. My plan for those, it's one of those items I've been watching for a while, like a long time. And I wanted to see if the price would go down, and it seems to have gone down a little bit. So I'm hoping to completely reorganize my pantries. I have a small pantry and then a larger pantry that's like a walk-in pantry that I keep canned goods in and things like that, and 5-gallon buckets of flour and that kind of thing. So I'm hoping to reorganize that and utilize the shelves and fit them in there. So I will make that a separate video and we will reorganize that together. But other than that, there's a couple of other items I didn't find that was on my list. And so we'll have to get those a different day too. But most of what I found, or most of the items on my list, I was able to get. So we'll go home and sort through those now that we will hopefully dry off, and I look like a wet dog, but that's okay. I will go home, dry off, and then we will regroup. Hey everybody, so we are back at my house. I got everything out of the car. I'm still pretty damp, but I did get my hair brushed out. I will preface this with saying that we are more of an ingredient family. A lot of people, when they go to Sam's or go to Costco or anything like that, they buy pre-made meals, and I am not against those at all. As you can tell, we still get cereal. There are still some items that I like to get. However, we're an ingredient family, and what that means is that we buy a lot of ingredients in bulk, and then I cook from scratch a lot. So that's largely what you're gonna see here in my Sam's run and my Sam's haul, is a lot of ingredients. Now this right here is an item my daughter's class, every day there is another parent assigned to bringing a snack. So about 1 time a month, because of the number of students, a little less than 1 time, or a little more often than 1 time a month, we bring a snack for the entire class. So that's what this is. They do have a peanut allergy in the classroom, so we have to make sure that everything is peanut free. And this, all it says is coconut. So hopefully that is okay. If not, then I will know for next time. But we're gonna go ahead and try this and go from there. But that's what this is for. And then the flour, one of the items that they did not have, this is all-purpose flour, which is one of the ones that I needed. However, I also needed bread flour. And I will say that they did not have bread flour at this one, nor have they really ever carried bread flour at this particular Sam's. However, I know another one in a neighboring city does carry bread flour, so I will be going to that one to get all the other items that this one did not have, in hopes that they do have it at the next one. So that's what this is, it's the bread flour. We have the snacks and then plates. I sometimes like to give myself, because I cook from scratch, I give myself the treat of paper plates every once in a while, just because there are so many dishes when it comes to cooking from scratch. I do not use these for every meal. However, I do occasionally use those at least a couple times a week, just because that is a gift to myself to try to cut back on the dishes. We run our dishwasher at least once a day, if not maybe once every other day, once a day. And then of course, all the dishes that you have from cooking from scratch. So this is my treat to myself. And then we ran out of gummies. On the last Sam's haul video, I did a vitamin that was a hair supplement, and I have to say that I actually really like it. Obviously, I would love to try Nutrafil, but that one is super expensive. Have you ever looked up the price of Nutrafil? It's like $100 for 1 month supply, and I just can't bring myself to do that. So I tried the Sam's version of a hair supplement, and I actually really like it. I have noticed a difference, and I'm really thankful for that. But we ran out of my children's gummy vitamins, so that's what these are. As well as, I know in my last video, the Kerrygold butter. I love this stuff. This is grass-fed butter that just has a lot of nutrients in it. It's really good for you. It's not something that I put in all of my baked items. I try to put this and use this mainly for when you're able to really taste the butter. So like spreading it on different garlic breads, or using it to mix up garlic bread or anything like that, putting it on toast, pancakes, things where you will actually taste the butter. This is fantastic. The other butter, I get my Aldi brand version of butter to bake with because you don't taste it as much, but this is so nutrient dense, as well as it just tastes fantastic. So that's what this is for. It's kind of a splurge item as well. And then because I bake from scratch a lot and I do a lot of baking, I get a large pack of yeast. And I will show you, I put my yeast, I store it in the freezer. So these are vacuum sealed, and you wanna make sure when you buy it from the store that you get the one, if it looks puffed up, then the seal is already broken and it's not gonna last as long. So it's not, nothing's wrong with it. You can still use it. However, you want it, because I don't go through this super fast. I would say I only buy this maybe once a year, if that, and I usually try to store it unopened in the freezer. Once I open it, I pour it into a mason jar and I store it in the freezer that way. So I'll show you what that looks like. This is my mason jar. So this is the opened yeast right here, but I store it in a mason jar with a screw-on lid, and this just keeps it good and healthy and usable and active for a long time. We are able to store this for a long time and still be able to use it from the freezer, and that way I don't have to worry about it going bad, and that way I get a good rise out of my bread. So again, that's one of those items that we use often that I just don't want it to go bad. However, I use it so much that I wanted to get it in bulk if possible, because those little packets just do not last long at all. So this is my way of storing it and keeping it good. Another thing that we buy from the store is bacon. This is pre-cooked bacon. As much as I would love to have a hog in the suburbs, that unfortunately is not an option right now. And so we go with the pre-cooked bacon. I love this because all you have to do is throw it in the microwave and we go through it really fast. So we have a lot of people in our family just love bacon, and this is an easy way for them to be able to cook it without having to create a bunch of more dirty dishes. We do love some great grilled bacon, put it on the griddle, tastes fantastic. However, this is our quick and easy go-to. All right, so again, some more ingredients that we had to get were the seasonings. We are pretty much out of black pepper, and I use this so much with cooking, that and salt, but I have plenty of salt. And then Italian seasoning. I got this mixture in hopes that I will not have to buy it again soon. So those are the ingredients. And I'm actually growing almost all of this, except for a couple of them. I'm hopefully growing in my garden bed this year. And so I'm hoping to maybe make my own Italian seasoning or something similar to that, just because we use it so much on pizza, as well as many other pasta dishes. And then taco seasoning, that one, I don't believe I am growing any of those ingredients. That is a lot of different ingredients. But I need to look it up because I know some people make theirs and mix their own at home. So I'm kind of curious what that looks like. But for now, these are three that we are almost out of and we use a lot of. And then Pam cooking spray. Rice. My children absolutely love rice. We go through so much of it. I do have a 50-pound bag of rice that I also have that we sometimes use. However, the instant rice is just such an easy, quick go-to that you can throw almost anything on it. So we like to cook, vegetables, grill them up, or even if we're in a really quick fix and we need a really quick meal, then a lot of times I'll make some instant rice and then just heat up some soup and pour soup over the rice. And that's just such a quick and easy meal that my kids absolutely love. Again, anything I put with rice, they pretty much will eat. So that's kind of a win for an easy meal. Peanut butter, we go through a lot of peanut butter. My little one is obsessed with PB&Js. Barbecue sauce. We eat a lot of barbecue chicken in multiple different ways. So we go through a lot of that. And this is one of the ones that I like to buy in bulk. The soil, I will show you our pot outside for our potatoes is needing an extra layer of soil on it and gardening soil. So I'm going to put another layer of gardening soil over the potatoes. They are growing, which I'm really excited about. You can see the greenery and the leaves showing. However, some of the potatoes, because of the rain and everything, the soil has started packing down. So I need to make sure that I cover the potatoes because some of them are kind of peeking out the top. So I will make sure to do that, as well as there's a part of our garden on the side of the house that just needs a good bit of soil still, because I'm hoping to maybe plant some green beans there. So that's what this is for. And then sugar. We go through, again, ingredient family means that we cook a lot from scratch. So you don't see a whole lot of items like this that are pre-made, pre-packaged. We love cereal. My kids mainly eat breakfast at school. So breakfast items are not hugely needed at our house except for the weekends. I sometimes try to make things from scratch like muffins, or eggs, of course, is an easy one. However, my kids love to snack on something on the way to school, especially because one of my kids is on the bus for an extended period of time. So I just want to make sure that they have a little something they can snack on. And then olive oil, we were almost out of. I will say that we got an olive oil that's kind of more of a light olive oil. If you want one, see, it has mild flavor right there. If you are making vinaigrettes or using it to where you want to be able to taste the olive oil, then you will want to make sure you get one that is not light olive oil, that has more of a strong taste, because then you have the taste that is added to that item. So if you're making, like even this summer, we plan to make basil or use basil and olive oil and nuts and be able to make, and as well as I think it's Parmesan, and make our own pesto. We love pesto. I love making different pasta dishes or even pizza with pesto, as well as bruschetta, different things like that. And so I'm growing a lot of basil this summer in hopes that we can make our own pesto and utilize all of that. So if that's the case in the future, I may not want to get the mild flavor. I may want to get more of the stronger flavor of olive oil, whereas the light one is good for cooking with. So if you're going to put cook up and grill up some vegetables or put it with pasta noodles or anything like that, then you want to be able to maybe use a lighter version of olive oil. This is mainly our haul. We pretty much went over everything. I did get some toilet paper back here, if I can point to the right spot. I got some toilet paper. We are Charmin snobs. We love our Charmin. However, I did want to give a quick update. On our last Sam's haul, we switched to Members Mark paper towels as well as trash bags. And I have to say, I absolutely love the Members Mark trash bags. We have not gone through them. A lot of these items, especially the ingredients items, I don't have to buy every time I go to Sam's. We usually do a Sam's haul about every 2 to 3 months. This time I did a mini trip because we ran out of toilet paper and I had only gotten 2 packs last time. It has been about 3 months since we went the last time, so I got 3 packs this time. So it seems like we're going through a little bit more than we used to, but that's mainly because we have little ones that are starting to potty train. If you are a mama that has a potty training toddler, can I get an amen? Give me a thumbs up down below and we will be in this trip together and in this journey together. It will happen. And with that being said, I bought some extra toilet paper to help out with the situation. But the paper towels, I didn't notice a difference at all between these paper towels and Bounty. And they have the same cut. I'm not using the full square. It's still a half square. So that was a must for us, just because when we do the full square, we end up wasting a lot of paper towels. So this, I have to say, the Members Mark paper towels have been fantastic as well. I didn't notice a difference between those two, and the Members Mark trash bags. Gain Flex trash bags is what we were using before. They smelled fantastic, and I thought that they would be better because of the fact that it was Flex trash bags, like the hefty version. And every time we went to take them out of my trash can, they ripped, literally every single time. And I have to say that the Members Mark hefty, or not hefty, but the Members Mark trash bags that we got, I forgot which brand it is. I'll show you what they look like, the box looks like, but those trash bags are fantastic. They have not ripped one time, not once, not one time. So I am really thankful for that. I have to say, I give them a thumbs up. Love the Members Mark trash bags. And other than that, I think that that is all of our haul you see here. I just wanted to take the time to say thank you so much for joining me here today at Autumn Leigh at Home. Please like, subscribe, and share down below. If you're interested in watching another video similar to this from our last Sam's haul, I will post that right there. You can click on it, and then right here, please subscribe, and you can click that picture of me to subscribe and join us again here next time at Autumn Leigh at Home. I hope to see you guys next time.